Drone here. This is the MJX 300, and here's a look at the controller, kind of like a PlayStation style. I've had this drone for quite some time. I don't know if you can see the dust on the propellers or whatnot, but what we are doing here, we are actually testing a battery. This is a 3.7 volt, 850 milliamp an hour battery, and it does have the proper connection. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick it in that, and essentially this is going to be a time run. And we're going to pop this open. The battery itself can be found on Amazon. It is on Amazon Prime. I ordered this and 2 days later it came. So what we're going to do, we're just going to plug it in right there. And Holy Stone makes a drone identical to this. The mAh is also identical to this. So a lot of companies have rebranded this. Probably like a year or 2 years ago. I got this for about $17 and change on gearbest.com. I just did a search on this. It's not that cheap anymore. And I hit the button already. I don't know if you can see the lights on there. So turn it on with that little button back there. Turn your controller on. Throttle up and throttle down to bind it. And you have power. And then let's see here. We have your rolling. There. Right there, there's your speed rates. I don't know if you can see that readout. It's really bright. Speed rates are right there. We're in speed 3, speed 4, and then you kind of get a blinking speed, which I'm considering almost like a hyperspeed, speed 5. But again, this isn't really a review of the drone itself. It's more or less a time test on this battery, which obviously the battery fits the drone. The drone's flying. We're not having any issues, no cutouts or anything. We'll go ahead and turn this around here so you can get a look at this drone. Again, Holy Stone has cloned this mAh. I think I actually had the mAh before I had this one. I think the mAh was like my third drone. This one I got shortly thereafter. It's a really fun flyer. Didn't come with a camera. It does have a camera port spot on the controller. It does have camera actions where you can turn on and off the camera. I never stuck a camera on this, although I did take my old hat cam and kind of strapped it underneath this and took it up, and it didn't give for a long flight time, but it was able to do it. And as you can see here, it looks pretty stable. This does not have altitude hold whatsoever, so I mean, kind of find the sweet spot it'll stay. Again, MJX 300, and we are testing the battery that's in this. This is an aftermarket battery. I'll put the link down at the bottom. That way you guys could find it easily if you're looking for batteries for this, or the Holy Stone model just like this, or the mAh. And I think a couple other companies have cloned it as well. Right now, let's see, we are in, it's hard to see, speed 3, I think. There. We're going to go to the highest speed rate. Damn. Guess she lost connection, or she got an interruption for something. Unless that battery connection came out. But we will go down here and see exactly what happened. Okay. You can see right now, we'll bring it towards ourselves. See the battery? I did not, I believe, is there a screw that should be on this? No, I don't think there's a screw. I guess it just came loose. The battery in these quads originally were not meant to be taken out. To my knowledge, I know I had a heck of a time taking this out when I first did, because I wanted to interchange batteries with it. So we're going to put this down. We're going to try to make sure that's closed now. So that's not the battery itself, that's the drone. It wasn't really ever meant to have the battery switched out. They had it in there pretty tight, but as you can see, we're flying, no issues. So let's see. This has one button flipping, so flip the opposite way, flip the opposite way. So it's not where you're pressing a stunt button up, down, left, or right. You're just pressing one button, and we'll show you that again. Oh, did we lose a leg? think we lost the leg. I'm pretty sure we had the leg on when I picked it up, so let's go over here and see if we can find the leg. If not, I'm not too worried about this as far as the leg goes, because again, it has these little guards here that the drone itself would actually sit on. Kind of scanning the ground as we're flying here. Probably not going to find that leg. And that's why you do a pre-flight. Even on toy grade quads, it's good to do a pre-flight. And I just want to actually, we're going to bring this in. I want to look underneath. So yeah, I probably should have had screws in here, and I don't have screws in here. So that's probably why it dropped, and I don't see it, which again, not too much of an issue. There's a hand takeoff. But that's why you want to do a pre-flight. It's not just for brushless drones. You should be doing that on all your drones, making sure parts aren't loose, because if I would have did that, I'd probably still have my landing gear and I would not have lost it. I mean, when I go back and look at the film, maybe I'll be able to see it drop and come back out here and find it and pick it up. There's a little look at your funnels. It's a nice funneler. And actually, just for the sake of it, we're going to go ahead and take that one off. That way I don't lose it. As you can see, they just pop off. I didn't have any screws in there, like I probably should have. But again, you have these pieces that stick up considerably, and we're not putting a camera on it, and we're still good. We're not blinking or anything. And if you can notice, we have a green light in the back, a red light over there, and white lights up front. That gives you further orientation, so you can know your left from your right when you're away from yourself. And we'll go ahead and show you that flipping again. One button flip, one button flip, one button flip. So this is a really cool quad. Again, I got it for 17 and change. I looked online before I went outside, and I was not able to find it for 17 and change anymore. I wasn't even able to find it for like under $20. So if you see something cheap, it pays to actually get it. And again, I've had this has probably been in the house, not flown, for probably close to a year, and as you can see, I'm flying it. It's having zero issues flying, minus the fact that it lost leg. We're just going to bring it towards ourselves in a minute here, that way you can get a really good look at it. And again, this is a time test on this battery, and the link for this battery will be down below. So you definitely want to check that out. Woo! Almost got in the tree. And if you've been flying brushless like I have, if you've been flying kind of bigger quadcopters, don't be afraid to get your toys back out. These are still fun. This has some zip to it. You can play with it and not have to really worry about, oh, am I going to be out a lot of money if I break it or if I crash it? Again, I paid about $17 for this a long time ago on GearBest when I first started out flying. So probably going close to 2 years now. And bam, there's a good look at it. Very zippy. One touch flip, one touch flip, one touch flip. Cool feature the drone has. And we seem to be getting good time here. I don't have a stopwatch on me like I never do, and we generally just have to refer to our hat cam at the end of the flight. There really wasn't much pre-flight setup on this. This is basically connect and go. And the color on this is like almost like a candy apple metallic high gloss red. That initially caught my eye on this drone, besides the price point when I had paid for it too. Sorry about that, sun. There's some backwards funnels. Almost into a tree. So, and I charged this battery before I came out. As soon as I came home, I had the package on my porch, and it's a multi-charger. It came in a 4-pack of batteries. And what do we got? End of the battery? I don't remember how this thing lands on low battery. Maybe. We got flash in here. Let's see. No, we're still good. Again, not really quite sure why that did that. But I'm not going to chalk it up to that being the battery's issue. I'm going to chalk that up to maybe the drone getting a couple bugs out or some dust out of its system after sitting so long, because as you can see, we're back in the air and it's having 0 issues. And again, I'm really just trying to fly it here, get a good drain on this battery, not baby flying it, kind of doing funnels and yawing and flying forward and coming back. The motors on this drone aren't excessively loud. Like, let's bring this over here. Light whining noise. And just show you guys again. One touch the other way. Bam, there we go. Now we have low voltage. As you can see, everything kind of strobing and whatnot. We'll take this till this falls out of the sky or it auto lands. Again, I don't remember what it does. I'm going to bring this around here and get a good look at it. Really fun flyer. And it's definitely losing power as I'm going down and I'm pressing up. It's having a harder time to go up. Bam. There you go. It draws power down. I have this all the way up, so that's a good feature on it. And then no, it'll still let me try to go up. So it basically downs itself. It slowly slowly stops getting as much power as it should. And again, we'll show you the battery here. Go ahead and turn this off by that. And unplug this battery. It is the 3-stone 3.7 850 milliamp hour LiPo battery. The battery itself is a little bit warm. It is not puffed though, so that is a good thing. Usually when you run something like I just did with this, you'll have your batteries get a little bit warm. As long as you don't see puffing, you're good. Then you don't have anything to worry about. Alright guys, I'm JDrone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And again, this was the MJX 300 we pulled out of storage. Alright, take care guys. Have a good day.